And we're going live. Welcome everybody from Facebook. We're over here on Zoom. I know we haven't really talked about this very much, but as a good reminder, anybody joining us on Zoom or on Facebook, remember that there's always, we have replays of these trainings. This is a training every day from Monday to Friday. We give homework at the end. And if you have any questions about where the Zoom link is, where the replays are, there's an important info like pinned post at the top of this group, and go there, just click on it. And in the description, there should be everything and anything you should know on there. Okay. So super, super easy. We're here to learn about recruiting. So we're super excited today. Today is all about moving from dependent to independence. And we can use this with our team members. We can use this for our new team members. So this is about recruiting. So any new team members that we have, and how it's this process of moving from someone being dependent on us a lot and helping them to get to independent. But before we get started, as always, we like to focus on our wins and gains. And something I'm actually reading this book called The Gap and the Gain. If you've ever heard of that, it's by Dan Sullivan and Dr. Benjamin Hardy. Super, super cool book about how we, this is kind of the idea behind the wins, but it's this idea of measuring our gains, not just the gaps. Meaning, if we're always focused on, oh, I got to get to that 1,000 pieces a month. That's what I'm trying to get to. I'm trying to get to, rather than focusing on the gains. Like, hey, look how far I've come. You know, last year, oh my gosh, like I've come so far. I'm at 500 pieces. You know, and a lot of times we're in the gap when we're comparing ourselves to other people. Like, oh my gosh, well, Jeanette's selling 2,000. I should be there by now, you know. But the gain, we can be happy and grateful in the gain, and we're more content when we focus on our gains and how far we've come and how far we've progressed, rather than just focus on the gaps. Because when we focus on the gaps, it leads to frustration. It leads to, you know, even, you know, it could be resentment. It could be, yeah, overwhelm that we're not there yet. We're not there yet. But focusing on the gains is always a good part. And that's why we, and wins is like kind of an easy way to kind of say that. But as we open this up to you guys, what are some gains? What are some some wins that you feel like you guys have been able to see since yesterday? I know it's Wednesday, but any gains, any wins that you guys can see, not just from today, but even just as a gain in general. Like, hey, as I've been doing this recruiting, as I did the social media, I've been able to see a huge progress in this, and I can't believe how far we've come. Is that making sense? Kind of that concept of the gap and the gain?
You know, Robbie,
awesome. Yeah.
So I just celebrated my 1-year Papa anniversary on
Awesome.
Congratulations.
June 9th. So I'm just reflecting on stuff I have learned over the past year with paparazzi, and I tell you what, I'm so grateful. I've learned so much. I have grown myself a ton, where with $5 jewelry, I would not be the person I am today without $5 jewelry. And so if I never gained anything else, like, to me, that is just a priceless. So
love it. Yeah.
And then also real quick, if anyone, we talked about the time blocking scheduler, Valencia shared with us yesterday. And so I went and uploaded it on the 90-day
I saw that this morning.
Facebook page. So
awesome. Thank you, Robin. Thank you. I feel like getting into what Robin said, it's really easy, that whole gap and gain mentality. It's really easy that like we want to focus on the gap of like the money that we want to make. But even if, like, to me, if I were to go through this whole process and I didn't make any money, but I was able to grow and like, hey, I actually know how to run a business now. I know how to find people on social media. I even know what, you know, how to go into groups. Like I had no idea, you know, like us from back in the day, where we're at before. My mom's joining us over here. Give me 1 second. From where we're at before, even just with our selling, like we have come leaps and bounds, and it's just so cool. And it's like, I find so much more content when we're sorry, give me 1 second. So much more content.
you got to share the screen, Robbie.
Here we go. Sorry. Had to switch over so my mic can actually hear. There's so much content when we're happy with the progress we've grown and where we've come from. Okay. So thank you guys so much for joining us. Robin, thank you so much for your congratulations for your Papa anniversary and what you've come from there. So thank you guys else for coming.
Robbie,
you want to join?
can I share a win?
Oh yeah, Bill, go ahead.
I can kind of done the same thing. You know, we hit our 1 year just 2 months ago. So we've done a lot of reflection and trying to figure out what we're doing, where we're going, and where we want to take this business. And with all of the trainings and all the things that we've been doing, you know, we've grown our fan base, we've grown our social media, we've done all these things. And last night, finally, I got the best email possible. You have a new consultant.
Yay!
So asking and just asking our friends and our family, we really, really want to go to convention as directors. We don't want to go as consultants. We really want to hit that director. And so we really have been pushing it this last week, and we got one last night. So
awesome, Bill. Good for you.
Good. Virginia said that she had some people that were interested. Did they sign up yet, Virginia?
No,
right?
yesterday, yes. But she got tied up, and so she said she was going to do it this morning. So I'm looking for that email as well. And then I was like in shock. One of my new recruits from last week, she already is getting her first recruit.
So awesome.
I know.
Good for you.
I was like, wow.
Good for you. Good for you. So awesome.
That's the best.
Bill, we'll get to you one second, Janice. Bill, congratulations. Seriously, that first one is always a big, I mean, not the first one, but like getting those ones is a big deal. And something I want us all to realize, I talked about this on a recent training, but this idea of this is our normal. And sometimes when we branch out of the normal, we subconsciously self-sabotage ourselves to get back to the normal. Meaning, hey, if I feel like, recruiting 5 people in a month is not normal for me, I normally get 0, we'll self-sabotage ourselves. And so there's this idea of getting to this like leveling up and getting to this level of healthy deserving and healthy worth, like feeling worthy that, yeah, like I am worthy. I deserve to get, 3. I deserve to hit core rank. I deserve to get 3 in a month, right? So it's this level of deserving, because if we don't, we'll get back to our normal. And even though normal doesn't make sense up here because we want more recruits and we want more sales, it matters what's going on inside. So it's leveling up what's going on inside with our identity, with our mindset, and what I feel like attract and manifest what we create. I feel like, spiritual person over here. We believe in God, that God was a creator of the worlds. And we're supposed to be like him. Why would he want us to be creators of our own worlds? Okay. So how can we create and bring those types of successes and different things in our own lives? Okay.
Can I add on that? Sorry, Janice. Robbie, last year we said, this is our year to recruit. Well, this year was for sure the year to recruit. And Robbie said, I'm just not good at recruiting. He said, I don't want to hear that ever again. He said, you are a recruiting machine. Say it all the time. I'm a recruiting machine. I'm a recruiting machine. I'm a recruiting machine. And I will tell you, between Brittany and I, I've consistently signed up 3 I've already hit 5 this month.
Wow.
I'm a recruiting machine. And that's not that I'm special. I'm doing anything different. It's because my mindset said, and I attract it to me. And Robbie kept saying, we're recruiting machines. I'm in a recruiting machine. So say that all the time, all the time.
I can recruit on demand because you're starting to create. You're the creator of your life and your environment. So it's like, even sometimes when we say that, we kind of shun from it. We're like, I don't deserve that. That's not me. So we don't want to say it, but we got to say it enough until we start believing it. One day, cucumber and the pickle analogy. When does a cucumber become a pickle? Weird analogy, but they are distinctly different. Okay. But as the cucumber is immersed in that brine long enough, as we're immersed in a different level of identity and mindset, eventually we'll become the pickle. We'll become the new creature. But we got to work on it. Okay.
Every day.
Every day.
Sorry, Janice.
Janice, go ahead. Thank you for being patient with us. I have you on mute. Sorry, just letting you know.
Unmute, sweetheart.
Janice, can you unmute and then we can hear you? Sorry.
I am so sorry. I wasted all
Perfect.
that. It was
Oh, you're
beautiful.
all good.
No, kidding. I was saying hi, Robbie, and hi, Mama Frank, and hello, everybody. I hope y'all are doing great. I did finally push enough to get a recruit. I was so happy. I got a team member. And I've been at this for
Awesome, Janice.
3 years. 3 years I've been doing this. I'm 73, so you can do it at any age. And I'm just so excited. And I have another one. She says this month, we'll see. But yeah, I'm excited. So that is what I'm after now, is recruiting. So thank you for the training.
Good for you.
Awesome, Janice. And you, Janice, I feel like you have an amazing story that you can tell. And we all have amazing stories. It does not matter that it's like, hey, if I can do it, you can do it. You know,
Yeah, exactly.
if I can do it, you can do it. My mom can do it, you can do it. And it doesn't mean that like anybody, hey, you guys, if you believe this or not, I feel like I'm a slow learner. It takes me a long time for me to get something, to learn a lot and a lot and a lot. But if I can do it, you guys can do it. Okay. So thank you so much for sharing that. Those are always big wins. And like my mom was saying, hey, I'm a recruiting machine. I can recruit on demand whenever I want to. I can do it.
I like
okay?
that.
So those are good
Me too.
mindset things. Okay. We've had some cool shout outs. Tanya's been showing some love over on Facebook. Latria said she got director in bronze. So just wanted to share a couple cool little
Oh, good.
wins over there. So good to go into
Yeah.
Get
the
your
training.
convention tickets. We
Yep.
only have like 6 more days. Don't miss out. Get your
Yep.
teams. Let them know convention is closing on the 23rd. So
June
don't miss
23rd.
out.
June 23rd. Okay. Okay, let's getting into the training. So today, I was kind of mentioned before, today is moving from, this concept of moving from dependent to independent. And I see this just as like a child. We used to be very dependent on our parents, but then as we grew up, we became more and more independent. Okay. So it's the same thing that when we tend to join network marketing companies, or when we join, we tend to be very dependent on our upline or people. And so it's this idea of how can we move these people, even new recruits, from being dependent on us to independent. So this comes from having, you even talk to them. This is something you want to have on the first intro call. We call it the crucial conversation or the onboarding call, that we tell them that like, hey, at the beginning, you are going to be independent. You're going to be dependent on me, and that's okay. But how soon do you want to become independent of me? And depending on that process, depending if they say 1 month or 6 months or 9 months, there's a process of how you can help them become independent of you. And it's called tell, show, try, do. Let me say it one time. Tell, show, try, do. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to tell them what to do first. We're going to show them. We're going to have them try it, and they're going to do it. Okay. And something he said that was very interesting is, guess what? This doesn't mean that this is a simple process of you tell them once, you show them once, they try it once, and they've got it. Because how many times have you been shown and told what to do, and you do it and you figure it out the first time? Not me, not me, right? Not me. So something he said is when you're teaching these team members, there's going to be a lot of, you got to tell them and tell them and tell them. How do we learn? Repetition is the mother of all learning. Sometimes we have to tell people multiple times until they finally and show them until they finally try it. They finally try it. And all of a sudden they try it a few times, and then you have to keep telling them and showing them. And then you go to do, and then they can start doing it on their own. Okay. Yeah, Janice, go ahead.
Okay, I am one that I have to teach my teachers how to teach me. It's that bad, because you can show me, you can tell me, you can read a book, it's not going to do anything. And it is the repetition that makes it. I have to do it and make a routine. And you cannot tell me A, B, C, and then go to E and skip D and then go, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot about it. No, you got to start over and go A through.
Yep. And that could even be something good that like you talk to your upline or know that like this is a whiteboard right behind me. I love drawing things out. I love drawing things out because it helps me learn and understand things better. So draw it out and help draw it out with your people. Okay.
Mhm.
So something else going, you have anything else to add before I go into the next thing?
Tell, show. Tell, show. Tell, show, try. tell, show, try, tell, show, try, do,
Right.
tell, show, try, do.
And just like I mean, I'm not personally a parent, but I've seen my niece and nephews, and I can only relate. I can only imagine. But like, this is just like kids. You're different kids, or if you're a teacher, you're going to have different people that learn in different ways. So help them and learn their language and help teach them. Okay. And so something that you want to, you know, tell, show, try, do is the different types of systems or things that we want to learn. Okay. In our business. And we've built this, we've broken this down into very simple things into what paparazzi is. Okay. So if you haven't seen this, I would love to show you guys this. I might draw it up on my whiteboard. I know this might be a little bit further away, but I'm going to do the best that I can because I don't have my little nifty diffy whiteboard thing up. So what I'm going to do is, if you guys can see me and hear me, I know this is kind of a little weird. I'm changing things up. What we're going to do, this is what you want to teach people in paparazzi. Okay, you have this big triangle. This is what paparazzi, what we teach in network marketing and paparazzi. Okay, very, very basic. Okay, first thing we got to do is we got to teach them how to find. That might be backwards, so but that is fine. How do you help your new team members find new customers, find new team members? Okay, and there's ways to do it online, and there's ways to do it in person. Okay. And last 90-day social media run, we learned a lot about how to find people online. Okay. So it's helping them learn how to find new customers and new team members. Okay. Next thing we want to tell them to do is sell. We want to teach them how to sell. How do we sell? This is how we sell in person. Here's a home party. Here's an event. How do you want to sell? Here's online. Here's how to go up. Here's how to sell off a live, a Facebook Live, off albums. Here's how to sell off your replicated site. So you want to be able to teach these things to them that you don't have to always be like, in a sense, holding their hand to figure it out. You want them to be able to do it on their own. Okay. Next thing is team building. Okay. You want to teach them how to build a team, how to recruit, how to like, what's your systems for making $500 a month? Okay. What's your system for onboarding someone new? Okay. How do you help a leader become a leader? Okay. What's your support system? And the last one, and I feel like the most important one here, is your mindset. What is your mindset? How can we help these people when they just get started, that they might feel like, let me jump in on.
Are you good?
That's good. When somebody comes in and they've never run a business before, they're not used to this. This is like pushing them off in the deep end and they don't know how to swim. Okay. So how do we help them with their mindset that if they go through tough days, that they don't quit on a down day, right? That we can help push through it. Okay. What are their goals? Why do they want to do this? What's their identity? What's really going on inside underneath that we can help change that and help find their true self and then empowered self that they can go after their goals. Okay. They can find financial freedom. They can find that inner beauty. Okay. And how to take action. Okay. So this is kind of some things that we like. I love simplicity. I love teaching things in a simple way. That's what we like to teach. And that's what we want to start teaching in paparazzi. There's like, hey, this is really basic. This is what we do. We don't want to overcomplicate things because complexity is the enemy of execution. Meaning if it's too complex, if it's too hard to understand, you don't do it. We don't do it. Okay. So we want to keep this simple, not just for us, for our own sake, so we don't get overwhelmed, but all of our brand new people as well. So give a baby step, give them little baby steps. Don't throw them up in the deep end. Let's learn. Let's teach them. Let's tell them how to swim. Let's show them how to swim. Let them try it. Maybe get some floaties on their arms. Let's get them back in the shallow end so they can touch the ground and let them start doing it. Okay. So that's what we want you to do. And that's the process of how you help people move from being dependent on you to independent. Okay. And that's the homework for today, right? We want you to try and realize this framework and start practicing it with some of the people on your team, and or let your team know, like, hey, this is how we want to learn together. We're going to do a lot of telling and a lot of showing. And we're going to start building up the courage to try it and start doing it on our own. Okay, we don't need the training wheels anymore. I can do this. I can do this, right? And how do we get confident in riding the bike without the training wheels, without anybody holding us up? It's doing. It's the doing.
And you might fall down.
Yeah.
And that's okay. Just get back up.
Yep.
Put a Band-Aid on your knee.
Yep. And guess what? That's where the gain comes in as well. Like, hey, I've been in paparazzi, Robin said, for a year. Guess what? I don't have training wheels on anymore of knowing how to do a live. I know how to do it now. Whoa, that is so cool. I feel so accomplished that I've come so far. Am I like this person over here? No, but guess what? I'm comparing myself. I'm in the gap now. That's when I can get frustrated. But I myself have come a very long way. And there's a sense of appreciation and gratitude, and even like, wow, I've done a good job. I've come a long way, you know? And that's what we want to focus on. Okay. Anything to add, Mom? Any questions? Open it up to questions. We got just maybe a few more minutes before we get into
The past couple of
new
days,
releases.
he's been really short. I want to know, how did you do yesterday? How did yesterday go? Did you get her done?
I missed yesterday. I'm ashamed.
Robin, are you still on here? Robin told me that she loved it yesterday. What was
Yes,
your
I
comment about it?
Yes, I am on here. I loved yesterday. I loved how, like we were talking about the checklist, and I loved how Robin said, make your bed on there. Like, don't put everything hard on there, because when you can mark that off, like, you feel so accomplished. And I've really been working on my checklist the last couple days, and I kid you not, I sleep so much better at night in the last 2 nights, because there's something about checking that off, and my brain doesn't have to sit and worry about, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that. Like, it's all written out. I have it all written out for what I need to do today, and I don't have to worry about it. So yeah, I loved yesterday.
Thank you.
awesome.
Yeah, do a little bit more, make your list and get it done. When you write it down, then you can get some of those things done. If not, your brain gets so cluttered that you forget.
Totally. Seeing over on Facebook, Sue Browler says, I'm a recruiting machine. I am anxious about how to onboard my new associates. Sue, I'm challenging you. You're not anxious. I am confident. Mindset. Remember, mindset is a big deal. I am confident. We have an onboarding outline in our recruiting course on our frankdivasteam.com training website. So go check it out. Use the outline. I mean, if I ever do an onboarding call or helping out my mom or anything, then like we follow that same outline every single time. Okay. So have an outline as a cheat sheet. I love my cheat sheets. I don't need to remember everything. I have my cheat sheets. Okay. If there's nothing else, thank you so much for joining us, Josette. It was good to see you. Mildred, Janet, Robin, so good to see you. Valencia, Bill, Virginia, thank you so much. Janice, Suzanne, thank you so much for joining us today.
Congratulations to those, and congratulations to Virginia, because yours is coming. Or we'll say that too.
Yep. And Bill is a recruiting machine. He's going to be crushing it. He's going to get a bunch of more. And Janice too. So all you guys are.
We're so proud of you. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow.
See you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye. Have a great day.
You too.